be honest, it seems a little bit like Hon and Dota, where they constantly rotate and around the map, and it has worked really well for them. Hoping to see what's going to be happening. Looks like the bans: Kha'Zix, Zed, Elise, Jarvan, Jace, and Trash.
So
Standard
bans, not any targeted bans, but Zed would just be one towards Vestor in my opinion.
Yeah.
Because Vestor and Zed has been stay pushing all day, suddenly assessing carries, and then doing his own thing throughout GPL.
Very strong, very easy to deal with, but I like the first pick. The first pick is Twisted Fate, who has been, I would say, the most highly contested pick. In fact, he is. For the month of May, he was the most highly contested ban of picks. If he was not banned, he was picked in every single game.
Yes, and also not just, I would say almost every single tournament as well so far, especially for the Korean scene. If Twisted Fate is open, they will take it.
They will take it, they will fight for him.
Ban.
They don't care if you get Trash, they don't care if you get Kha'Zix, they want Twisted Fate. He is so strong, so dominating, especially with his ultimate being able to see invisible, which is, you know, the detriment to Kha'Zix and to so many other things as well. HQ picking up now Caitlyn and Lee Sin as well. We know that Lee Sin is definitely, and it has worked really well for them. Strong, very strong.
Okay, so in the previous season, during pre-season, we did see though HQ's Lantier was well known for his DC in Taiwan, but Hallelujah did beat him down, I have to say.
He did!
Yes.
He did. But the thing is, even Lantier was known before he had even joined AHQ for his, you know, Lee Sin plays. I believe he has something like 800 rank wins with Lee Sin alone. And I mean, that's a lot. That's a lot of wins.
And also, I believe that for the first pick, for Twisted Fate on the side of Saigon Jokers is because they want to try to counter the lane swappings that's happening around the map. But hopefully though, the pressure would be correct for the side of HQ, because I believe they want to shut down Twisted Fate. It's how it always has been.
I mean, they focus the mid lane. They definitely want to destroy the global presence here, because if Twisted Fate is forced to use his ultimate and does not secure a kill, and is forced to go back on cooldown again, it just means that they have that window of 1.5 to 2 minutes to do whatever they want across the map. And it's a matter of putting him off balance in terms of timing the ultimate, because if they can't synergize well, what's the point of having a global presence? We have seen many teams do such things, such as Curse when they use, you know, Shen, and only to realize that Shen's ultimate is still down. Okay guys, chill out for the next 2 minutes. And the opponents take advantage of that quite severely. Adding to this, we have Nami. I know Nami has been talked by tentativers quite a bit over the past few weeks with me.
Not just even during LCS, they were talking about how Nami is like is a champion that only a few teams will pick up, and that is a hit or miss champion.
Definitely.
Because Nami's Aqua Prison is just so deadly. It just brings so much to the team, especially since the buff from 1.25 seconds to 1.5 seconds is like
it's a big buff right now. It's a very big buff. But the thing with Nami, like you said, it's a hit or miss. It is a very high risk champion. But then again, the rewards are very high with that as well. So if this fish lady, if the mermaid can swim her way to victory, we're going to see amazing things. But I would say the quite signature of the Saigon Jokers, we have Malzahar. Well, Mixed Water using his unorthodox champions. Very few times, in fact, have we actually seen Malzahar appear across the scene internationally. But for GPL, it's quite common.
Yes, it's quite common in GPL, but I'm still thinking about the lineup that Saigon Jokers have chosen. So where would Malzahar be going? Where would Twisted Fate be going? And what would Twisted Fate be playing? You know, I mean, in solo queue or normal picks, you will see some people playing jungle Twisted Fate now, because of the change in his passive for his third ability, while how it's now grants a lot of attack speed and does not grant cooldown reduction anymore. So some people have been playing that in the jungle, just throwing cards and clearing the waves very quickly, so to speak.
Well, I mean, the red card definitely does help out quite a bit, but looks like the lineup on AHQ side will be locked down with Renaxon right there. So if we're looking at things, I'm going to guess that QTV is actually going to pick out Twisted Fate, go up top, help relieve some pressure at mid. So it is a very high risk. But I think it's going to be that way.
Yes, but the overall lineup is going to be very weird, because
it is very unorthodox.
Okay, unorthodox. Because Saigon Jokers is known for their orthodox picks and playstyle. So here we have Vayne and Tarek, which is most probably going to have a lane swap, either mid.
I think they might have a lane swap here, because
they wouldn't want to go against Kaylee and Nami, because
it doesn't make sense.
Coming up from Kaylee is strong, the addition from Nami's abilities
on the Yordle Snap Trap and Aqua Bubble would definitely come very fast right to you, and I mean, the entire duration of it could be locked down for just 3 seconds between the two of them. Oh, and that's something you don't want to get into, especially because the hill of a pacemaker will easily, you know, rummage through you. And what can you do if you're Vayne? You just need to wait there, hopefully Tariq stuns somebody, and
you just on barrier flash, go back to base, wait for the cooldowns to be up, and then come out of base.
It's going to be a very decisive factor here. We even have the clan is taken up by Kalian. So okay, Kalian's playing extra safe this time around. Well, that's because of the CC. Meldaha has a CC, so does Tariq, so does Twisted Fate, so does Vayne, so does Udia.
So before we move on into that, we're going to go through a short commercial break and be right back with the runes and masteries for you guys to take a look at. So do stay tuned. Yes, but the overall lineup is going to be very weird because
it is very unorthodox.
Okay, yeah, unorthodox. Like the Saigon Jokers is known for their orthodox picks and play style. So here we have Vayne and Tariq, which is most probably going to have a lane swap at a mid.
I think they might have a lane swap here because
they wouldn't want to go against Kaylee and Nami because it doesn't make sense. Coming up from Kaylee strong, the addition from Nami's ability.
The step on the Yordle Snap Trap and Aqua Bubble will definitely come very fast right to you, and I mean, the entire duration of it could be locked up for just 3 seconds between the two of them. Oh, and that's something you don't want to get into, especially because the hill of a pacemaker will easily, you know, rummage through you. And what can you do if you're Vayne? You just need to wait there, hopefully Tariq stuns somebody, and
you just on barrier flash, go back to base, wait for the so here we are back. So I believe that everyone has taken a liking to seeing Water's runes and masteries. He's used it multiple times already so far, so I suppose that it's not something you want to see. So actually going to pick up Twisted Fate because he is going up top, and be interesting to see, is it going to be a hybrid Twisted Fate or some random thing going on about. I personally don't think he's going to do so well.
It's called Rune Page 7. Bracket 1.
So here we will see, though, he is going for the hybrid penetration, which is quite popular nowadays, I would have to say, even for AP champions, where they want the additional armor pen 8.1 to have the auto attacks deal a bit more damage, and the magic pen, even though it's 5.5, but just slightly enough in the early stages. Since if you take 9 magic pen marks on the magic pen marks, it would be about, is it 8.1 or 7.8? I think 7.8, right?
7.8,
yeah, 7.8. Right. So it's just a slight difference, so that's why people go for this build instead. So we're going to see flat ability power, very standard, but for the and also flat armor with flat magic resist glyphs. So on the side of the glyphs, I would be thinking he will go for ability power per level since he's going against Renekton. But instead, it's going to be a bit more safe, I suppose. This one will be a bit more tanky. And on the side of the masteries, it's going to be 2172 though. So he is going to be very aggressive. I suppose it's just a basic Twisted Fate pickup, but he's not going to pick up Destruction or Butcher, which is actually quite more common for Twisted Fate.
Actually, he's not picking those up.
Yes, because for Twisted Fate, once you get Lich Bane, Destruction just adds on so much more damage for you to take down the turret so quickly. So he is not going to go for durability, but going to go for perseverance. So he is going to want to take some damage and slowly heal up, but
it's a very slow healing.
Yes, it's a very slow healing process. So I suppose the starting items will be the most important thing to see. Might be a flask, might be boots 3 pots. We just have to take a look to see what happens from there.
Completely unorthodox and go for a Doran's Blade.
Is it 8.1 or 7.8?
I'm calling it, but okay.
Okay, if you're canon, so just a slight there'll be more. So that's why people go for this instead. So we're gonna see flat. What's the correct word? There'll be more standard, or some usual thing to say.
You mean?
I'm saying trying to find some words to use, you know, trying to brainwash you.
Well, it's okay. I mean, he's apparently trying to brainwash you, but it's alright. So this time around, looking into things, well, I don't know. The determining factor here, if Saigon Jokers can beat out AHQ, will be on 2 things. One, how well your Twisted Fate does, because that is a rather unorthodox pick. And secondly, is how well the jungle actually does, because we have Udia against Lee Sin. Both of them can counter jungle very easily. They have high mobility and, you know, can easily move into lanes, out of lanes into jungle. So it's going to matter quite a bit here, because we do know that AHQ most likely will be going for a rather, you know, bring around the roses around Summoner's Rift.
I thought it was supposed to be around the rosy.
Around the roses. Oh well. Apparently I'm failing my.
I'm not sure. I'm just
right.
It's just
somebody, you know, please tell us whether who is right here.
Anyway, so here we will see. I believe the lane swaps will happen for the side of SAJ, or maybe it actually won't happen because AHQ has been reacting very well. Like they try to spot out where the opponents are in the early 1 minute and decide where to go. So maybe Saigon Jokers will try to trick them into moving to top well, Green together with safety will move down to bottom lane instead, and those are a few things that might happen, but Judy for today is actually back in the jungle. Oh, this is going to be interesting. I just realized that because normally we will see Judy is playing the support, or safety is back on the jungle since the start of, during the end of spring season and the beginning of summer season. So I believe this is going to be a swap back of their roles. I have not really seen that many Udias played by anyone in GPL recently. So I'm interested to see, is it going to be a Phoenix stance or Tiger stance?
Most likely will be going for a most likely going to be Phoenix, to be honest. Yeah. Around Summoner's Rift.
I thought it was supposed to be about a Rosie. So should we just going to look and see both teams actually going to go for an aggressive counter jungling and planting off the walls. 5-man push up top for the side of SAJ and 5-man push at the bottom for AHQ.
I believe the lane swaps will happen for the side of SAJ.
This is going to be interesting. Look, this is the core reason being thrown out by Green Tea just to see whether anyone's in there. So will AHQ just decide to steal the very buff, or are they going to move back? We see the pings coming up from both teams. There is a danger mark coming up. All Saigon Joker simply going to stay for the invade, and AHQ is just going to take their own blue buff and be happy with it. So that's how it's going to be. So we will not see any engages for this level 1, or maybe Carter's going to face check to get a prize. Here we go. Nope, the lane waste will be able to spot them out.
I mean, the lane waste does spot them out, and that should be a little bit happy, but they are still going to take up the Wraiths here. So they will have a successful, invade into the jungle and to counter it as well. On the side of AHQ, they won't be able to actually react to this in time, so they are going to decide, okay, let's just head up to take out blue, and perhaps then the red invade will come up from Lee Sin.
Yes, but actually we will see Malzahar going up top, because he has the cloth armor and the pots. One for the south.
Going to the bottom instead.
Oh, okay, oh wow, so it's overall swapping of everything. Malzahar going to go to the bottom, and we will see Tusafe go up top while Archie will meet against Albis and Green Tea. So Keisha does spot it out. They're going to move in from the areas and it's going to be fine from there.
So there we go. They are going at it now, and I mean, the best part about this whole lane swap here is that we have what we saw in pretty much Season 1, where we have the AD carries back into the mid lane, and I mean, we haven't seen this quite a bit. I mean, the team that does this quite a bit is actually Dignitas, and now we're actually going to see the Asian side things do it better. Now Lee Sin is coming in for the gank at the bottom lane. Looks like this water is got out here. Barrier already popped, but we have Malefic Visions put down, negating all the added damage and forcing him to move back. In the mid lane here, the range at the Aqua Prison is doing extremely well against the Vayne and Taric. Keeping in mind here, Caitlyn's range is longer than what's normal, and Vayne is much less. Aqua Bubble there used once again into a Caitlyn snap trap, and that's exactly what is needed here. Prides have to dash away, twice away, because there we go, the Flash Run going to move out there. The Flash wants to come in from the Udia, and looks like this will be first blood. Tusafe picking it up, QTV doing an amazing job, but 2 flashes were all burnt away. Now we are seeing that Lee Sin is making his way through the jungle, going to possibly go in for the mid lane. Keeping in mind here, RG is low on mana, he's low on health, and he needs to be a little bit safe here because Lee Sin can happily move in and swoop him up in one strike. I mean, the best part lot of action, we're just waiting here. Lee Sin is still in the fray. Udian now backing away from the top lane, QTV as well. No mana whatsoever left. The first part was very well executed, but Lee Sin gonna back away, perhaps go back into his jungle and just heal up on the way it is there. Now Taric actually waiting at the side.
So this is actually going to be a great start for the side of Saigon Jokers. Yep. So we're going to see though how well this will transition to the mid game, because normally we see the first blood come up, but then it doesn't bring that much of an impact and then nothing happens. But the first blood did go on to QTV as Tusafe, so it's going to reach level 6 a bit faster, and we might
just
see them
a little bit
faster objectives and then move around the pack even more in comparison to South AHQ.
But it looks as if Mr. Albis and Green Tea going there for the D ward, keeping them all away. And Vayne has still not even gone back yet. That's a little bit peculiar, keeping in mind that she only has a Doran's Blade. She could go back to for a bit of additional health, but opting not to. Even in terms of CS, she's already 10 behind, and keeping in mind this is 4 minutes into it. 4 minutes is super early to be behind now by 11 CS. But what can you do when you have such an aggressive combination such as Nami and Caitlyn? The combination, like what we talk about, Aqua Prison just missing barely, but if that had hit, it might have spelled doom. Quite certainly for Vayne. Now Udia still continue to counter jungle, planting up the ward. Looks like the mid lane will be the prime focus now. He is coming in from the back. Looks like the flash stun will come out onto Nami. In fact, the exhaust does come out. Double exhaust does reach Aqua Prison. Actually going to run on 2 of them. And then we have the ninth Caliber Net slowing down Vayne. What a reaction coming up from both of them. At the bottom lane, we also see Malzahar now attacking onto Cartus, forcing him to move back. He is brought so very low. So there we have it, 2 complete different actions going back and forth. In the bottom lane, we did see Cartus take quite a beating, and in the mid lane, we also did see that, you know, AHQ played such a good job in keeping them away, even though Udyr did come in.
Yes, and that is the power of the Aqua Prison, and he landed on the 2 champions. And that's what it just does. If you see a lot of matches when Nami is being played in LCS, I believe the first blood for one of the matches was TSM against Cloud9.
She could go back,
Cloud9,
you know,
or
for a
was
bit of additional
the other
help,
team? I'm not so sure, but basically once the bubble landed, the Aqua Prison landed, it was an instant first blood for the team. Because the 1.5 CC is just so strong. Like, Taric got nerfed because of that. In the past, his Dazzle was a constant 1.5 second stun. And now because of the changes from previous patches, it's now 1.2, 1.3, 1.4. It goes up per level and reaches the 1.6. And here we see another gang go on to mid, but they're just going to be able to fall back from this because Juni actually came from the lane. So I think he's just trying to release some pressure. Yes, he is just going to go there to help make sure that Caitlyn does not get too heavy an advantage onto the tower and everything is going to be fine. But I have to say though, Saigon Jukers is doing a great job in meeting their lead so far, but that's because they have the help from Tusafe. Here we will see the gang go on, Tusafe coming in as well. Yellow card goes in, the stun goes on, and they will aim Green Tea once again. Since Mr. Albisa is flash and cleanse, so the figures are going to aim for the support, the best target available.
I mean, that worked out really well for them, and there we have it, the power of Twisted Fate coming in at the very last second and being able to, you know, give out the stun card. The yellow card was used very, very well to keep and to secure the kill in the end. Currently now up 2-0, just about 1,000 ahead, and things are looking a little bit better for them. But then we have Renekton up top, shoving the lane as fast as he can. He wants to make, you know, a significant contribution, and very, very early on, we have an Oracle pick up by Juni here. Try to, you know, give them as much vision and to deny as much vision as possible is a good thing, but it's another big gamble on their side. They have something which is completely unorthodox in terms of their lineup, and then we also have a jungle at 7 minutes already picking up an Oracle. Renekton very quickly on his ultimate. QTB is in a world of hurt. He does not have flash at the moment, and Requiem might pick him up completely. The sun will come down, and no, Requiem doesn't actually get used.
I think the silence came from Nixwater because they were fighting in the lane, so the Requiem was used, but he was using it at the tower, and Nixwater spotted that he just went on forward. Because he actually flashed forward to use the silence. You can see the flash is of cooldown. Actually, we will see though at the bottom lane, Nixwater going to go through a pit world because he got a flash exhaust, but a perfect silence once again.
That was beautiful right there, making sure that Lee Sin could not get close to him, but Nixwater is out of mana, is in very, very deep territory right here. Lee Sin in fact going to back away from this. Look at the estimation coming up from Nixwater. Such an excellent game here. You know, playing Malzahar, showing how is it done. And I think it was really amazing to the fact that Malzahar was picked up before Cartus. So it wasn't actually played as a complete counter, but it was done beforehand, so good job to him. Very, very early on,
this is a very interesting match. I do not expect the early game to transition so well for South Saigon Jokers. Not to say they normally do bad on things like that, but because of the champion picks, they do have Udyr though.
I mean, perhaps it's a bit CC that's going to,
that's going to push them off. Yes, they had the rank, they had stun. We have the slow coming out from Lantern. Later on, Westall also has the warp. And the mid lane, you did see the Aqua Prison as well as the Caliber Net to push people away. Udyr needs to use flash to land the stun.
I mean, even they had to use the exhaust onto Udyr just to make sure that he would not burn them down with Phoenix.
Yes. But I suppose the most important thing would be QTB's performance. He did use his ultimate. He's slightly losing in CS, but he got a great assist with the use of his ultimate, so he's going to be fine for them.
No, he's going to move into the slice and dies once used. Missing the first gold card. In fact, the flash does happen. The tower will almost take him down. Lee Sin is running as fast as he can to come to the top lane.
Yes.
It looks like he is going to go down to this. He does safeguard to a ward. The flash does happen. Will Resident Extract come out? No, it will not. He survives by the skin of his teeth.
Yes. Well, luckily he set his flash up, but now we will see QTV going to heal. He has his ultimate up and ready as well, so he will be able to make something else happen in different lanes. Since Lancer and Price is trying to push down this tower as fast as possible since they know that Twisted Fate's ultimate is up and ready.
Udia is making his way into the mid lane now. It looks as if it could be a 4-man gang. And there we go in the frame, waiting in the brush. It is not spotted out there, and looks like they will be going on to Caitlyn there. Phoenix is immediately burning away, and then ooh, just barely missing. Very nice job there.
And I believe it's just to relieve the pressure because safety was sent up top to defend against the push by Lancer and Price, and that was a great reaction coming out from Saigon Jokers. Because normally we see when the team start pushing tower, they think, oh, we should just push other lanes, but no, Saigon Jokers wants this laning phase to remain a bit longer before anything happens, since Udia is happily running around with the Augurs, taking down wards, moving vision.
It's working for them, so why change it? We do have here, in terms of CS, Renekton's actually doing a little bit better, although we have the stun coming out there, and immediately the channel of the ultimate from there, Westdoor will go down to this. QT picks it up in the end. Junie just came to say hi, you know, and then he was like, come back, please, assist.
It's okay, he is here to make sure the tower goes down, I believe, and they're going to pick up the dragon after this.
Yep, Lantia is going to come in now. That's right, onto Nick's water. But he can't make anything happen because guess what? They have two very strong CCs out there. The silence does come off and the gold card does get picked up here. The tower will go down to this. Or they could decide actually to leave it.
Nope, they're actually going to pick it up because on top side, Renekton is pushing in. Safety is set up top to fight, and here we will see Requiem happen, but it will pick up the kill onto Vayne. Everything was happening, sorry, we did miss that. At the same time, the mid lane, there was a fight. Action everywhere. And all ultimates were used. We see Requiem, the tidal wave, all being used in the mid lane just to pick up the kill onto Vayne, and they will trade for the tower. Safety here trying to clear the minions as fast as possible. A Price changes target in the end. Exhaust goes down, but he should have enough damage. Oh, the flash! Will it be enough for Safety to get out? No, it will not be enough, and it will go down as well, but the tower will be safe for now. But will it be a good trade for Sarasaka?
Wow, what an insane fight. I actually just rewinded just to see what was happening with Vayne. She got caught on an Aqua Prison. She immediately got 90 caliber netted down into a headshot, and she still survived, but Requiem came in down to finally kill her. It was insane. Pride now was taken out on the other end. Sorry, Pride managed to take down Tarek, which is a good pickup. Landia once again silence here, but Mr. Albis now is having his way with Nick's water. Westdoor is coming in as well. The laneways is going everywhere, and the file as well. Junie forced to flash away from this, but Mr. Albis goes in, secures the kill. And now they are looking for blood. They are looking for the dragon, and there's nothing much that can be done here because the ultimate is just not up yet, and Nick's water is so low on mana. Safety trying to go in, but this could be very devastating. Archie here as well. They do secure the dragon. QTV on the other end did get stunned up to the top. Will he be able to survive from Renekton? Looks like Renekton will back away from this, and everybody's going to be breathing a little bit easier. That was a very tense 30 seconds because if they failed that dragon, it would have been it for them. QTV here still going back and forth with Price. Nice juke on the other end here. Looks like he will walk away with this. The flash is not up yet. But under the tower, he misses his first gold card. If only he had picked it up, he could have survived this. But Price brought very low, and we have Safety walking up to the top. Will the support get the kill?
You might see it happen though. You will see the support running up top. Safety does have all his abilities there. There goes the star, but no, Renekton has the ultimate, and his base Safety is forced to run away. We see Udia coming to try and help him, and look at the amount of damage that Price is doing. Here we will see Julie come together with Safety. He should be able to pick up the kill. And oh wow, nope, there goes the kill.
That will be in for him. He even shattered at the very last moment, thinking that he would not be able to survive this. Nick's water now coming in to help. Will this be enough? He just managed to silence onto Lee Sin, but they are going to back away from this. Dominus Dominus is the ultimate of Renekton. Very, very well done there.
Oh wow.
Now we do see, like, let me return back to the CS here. We have Renekton 40 CS up, Lee Sin 10 CS up. The supposed mids or AP majors here are both almost even, and we have, you know, Mr. Albis here on Caitlyn that's doing a phenomenal job of staying 40 CS ahead. So overall, there's a lot of CS on the side of AHQ, added to the fact that they have 2 kills, which is why they're 1k ahead. Very nicely job there.
So this lead though the side of AHQ has picked up is actually just making a comeback, I have to say. I would say the Saigon Jokers made a few mistakes in how they wanted to engage and things like that. So I'm not so sure how they want to do, how they want to move around the map right now, because Twisted Fate does have the ultimate up and ready, but the problem now lies within the 2 towers that's been taken down, and the mid side as well as the top side. We see Twisted Fate now trying to push the bot lane, speed pushing slightly a bit, but he needs to be very careful not to be caught out of position or off guard, because we do see though everyone's moving down onto him. He is the last one. The Tidal Wave is being used, but Twisted Fate will just barely sidestep and walk away from him. He does toss out the gold card and he will be fine, but no, everybody coming from behind, everyone is going to just dive on UTV and then wow! The amount of ultimates just to make sure they get the kill.
That was insane. That was so unnecessary. It was just to make sure he didn't want to use Destiny away, but they had stun. They could have done that. Oh my gosh.
I suppose it's just making sure everyone gets the assist. Everyone wants a bit of the money, as you mentioned, and I believe that everyone gets it, except for Nami. Nami's skills did not hit on to Twisted Fate.
It just could be well that. We do see Udia is pushing up to the top, but Karthus is coming to respond to this. It looks as if the push will be thwarted away. In terms of items, they are pretty much, I wouldn't say even, but it's, you know, along the same standard. Nobody's significantly ahead just yet. And I'm just waiting for the fact that once it reaches 20 minutes, once they are a little bit, you know, more secure onto the objectives, and Baron becomes a bigger and bigger factor in team fights, where, you know, people will be spending hundreds, if not thousands, of just warding up the area. Who will come out on top there? We do see here that Udi is taking a little bit of a back step compared to what he was, you know, being so aggressive earlier on. And this is actually not working out for him, because Lee Sin now is taking a little bit more shine out there, because he is, you know, jumping between lanes, he is assisting, and the safeguard ability is helping him so much in terms of keeping up his teammates, you know, to reduce the total amount of damage that they're actually doing out there.
And actually when the Oracle was being picked up on the side of Judy, we did see him deward most of the wards, he pick up all those things, but what Lancia did was just constantly farm in the jungle. He just went to lanes thinking if he could deal with gank. If he's not ganking, he just went back to farm. So he makes sure that, even though he does not gank, he just needs to make sure that his team does not die. And then as he powers up on the jungle monsters, he gets the more gold, he'll be able to transition to better items, and we will see though he has picked up the Mercury Traps, the Side Stone, as well as the Majet's Razor with another Magic Mantle. So he's slightly ahead in terms of that because of the global objectives.
And then we have it. We have here already very quickly the non-Magic Mantle as well on Udia and the Emblem of Valor.
And actually the first item being picked up from Mixed Water was more amazing. It's actually a Mikhail's Crucible.
He wants to heal himself, remove that CC, and not many people will actually, you know, opt for that. Keeping in mind here that instead of getting Magic Penetration boots, we have Ionian boots on Malzahar as well.
So he wants to spam everything. Here we will see the ultimate go down.
3D, there you go. Look at that combination. So well planned out. The sun into the gold card. Then it looks like they are going to go to price, but that's the wrong target. You should not be going for that. Look at that Crucible used onto Judy, just like that to keep him alive. And just like that, QTV is going to go down. Nice stun coming away. The King actually saving him. My, what's happening here? And now Mr. Elvis actually going to trade out here. Pride going to go down. But no, actually he survived. Still in the end, we are going to say, wow, that flash immediately moving in that vein. You are super ballsy. And it played out well for them.
Well, it's a 2-for-2 trade, but still something that Saigon Jokers needed. I suppose a boost
goal was important there, especially for Vayne. Vayne survived it in the end. She only used out her barrier and then finally into a flash. Still at this point, we do see that Archie is pretty healthy, which means that he is able to farm up with just a little bit more when Mr. Elvis had to return back to base.
So,
wow.
Nick's Waters' playstyle always is a bit weird, but he is doing sufficient, just enough damage. So I'm actually going to take a look at what are the things he did pick up. But here, before I move on to that, we will see the Dragon being trying to pick up for the South Saigon Jokers. And AHQ Esports does know.
I mean, the big one is right there next to Vayne, but they will be taking it and backing away. They do not have the manpower simply to bring it down, keeping in mind here that Vayne is pretty strong, and then we also have Udia, which is the tank, you know, healers, you know, stunner, whatever you want to call him.
And not only that, QTV burned his Destiny just to make make sure that they will fall back.
Just to make sure that he knew exactly where everybody was and say that I have an eye on you. Well, that was pretty much it.
Yes. So overall the item pickup, we'll see Caitlyn very far ahead actually in terms of CS as well as score. She has 1 kill, 4 assists, she has picked up the Infinity Age, is willing to attack speed very soon. But so far, because of how the team's fights have been so weird or CC oriented for some of Saigon Jokers, they start a few cards of few spells, silence, force people to move back. So Caitlyn is just unable to just stand there and also attack as she pleases, even though she does have the 2 tanks in front of her, she does have Renekton as well as Lee.
I think the other factor here is that I wouldn't say her items are superiorly ahead of Vayne, because Vayne, all she needs is attack speed, to be honest, because with her triple procs from her silver bolt, she's going to do damage no matter how much armor you have anyhow. And for Caitlyn, that's a little bit different because she requires, you know, her headshot is very important for her being able to land it down, and her critical strikes, just like what we saw, that 700 crit damage immediately going up. We do see the stun going up here, the double stun going up here, and as well as the Humpy get thrown, Westlaw still surviving in the end. There was a lot of ultimates being burned there. Requiem looks like we'll be able to pick this up. UTV will stun up Mr. Elvis, and will Junie continue to go on to this. He does go in for the stun, no, the condemn does not happen. Junie on the other end, despite everywhere, Junie is still backing. We're trying to save out Vayne on the other end. Nixwater picking up the kill onto Green Sea, and just like that, Lantier will go down. Archie is still very much healthy into the fight. Mr. Elvis is not going to go down to Nixwater. Yes, he does. The military missions does pick him up finally in the end. But no, we do see that Vayne finally does go down, and
still a fair trade.
And safety alive in the end.
Yeah, so this is another fair fight, I have to say. I thought Wayne would go in for the cleanup at the end, but I suppose she took down Carter's first and then the lay waste went down.
She stood in the file, and it was just a little bit too much just for her to take down because Udia went down quite quickly. But that was a super messy fight. There was everybody moving everywhere. I decided to focus on Vayne because she was getting shoved out completely, but you know, I think it was a miscommunication on the side of AHQ because I thought they had the better initiate. They could have entirely focused down Vayne or focused on Nixwater and then back away instead of, you know, deciding to split themselves up and, you know, go in 2 different directions.
Okay, so we will see Nixwater with his famous cooldown reduction builds onto AB champions. If you've not seen his brand build, you should take a look at it. He builds into, let me remember, Lianji's Torment, and then his Iceborne Gauntlet. He bought Mercury Threads, but he wanted more cooldown item, I remember.
He had a killer gem, he wanted to build into Australia's, I believe, but I wasn't sure whether he actually built it finally in the end.
Yes, he had the killer gem picked up as well. So it's like a weird cooldown mix of damage, and we can see though for the style of Nixwater using Malzahar, it's working so well for him. He's...
Oh, look at this, Unit's gonna beat up with Pride here, but Archie's gonna come out there, does nicely condemn him in the wall, does survive, but the second dash does come out of it. They're gonna back away from this. They should not be engaging here because it could have been very bad for them. But with that, they did plan down the ward, did spot him away, and they should be a little bit happy because of that. The ultimate does get used, and Destiny does drop in as well. Lantier now in a little bit of trouble though. But he looks like he will go away. Safety did flash ahead here. Won't be able to actually secure the kill finally. They had a little bit, one last tick left to go. But looks like they are going to turn around and just get this tower. They're going to back away. Kaylin is now in the fray as well as Renekton and Nami.
So we will see
what an engage!
And you can just see Nixwater just suddenly, he stands there and spams out build. Like all those team fights were just Nixwater suddenly just hi out the
I think what missed out here is that when he was playing Malzahar, he did not use his null zone at the bottom on top of his ultimate. It was available, but I think because the combinations came out a little bit too quick, the null zone actually got cancelled away from it because the null zone does do percentage life damage, if I'm not mistaken. Honestly,
and here we will see the tower pickup finally for the side of Saigon Jokers. Just bring it back to equilibrium. We see the goal difference is negligible, it's almost the same.
It's 300. 300 is nothing.
Yes, so it's soon going to be nothing. Yes, and the next team fight I believe is going to happen very soon because reaching into the mid game, it's either going to be a Baron fight or
it looks as if it is going to be it. Then we have Renekton and everybody else moving there, but look at the amount of ward coverage. Green team will spot out the wards, and only to realize that the question is, should they continue doing that? Vayne is a little bit far away, but she is tumbling into her presence. Nixwater as well now, not actually decided to go. It looks like they might want to give this away, which is kind of odd. And just like that, Baron will be taken at the 24th minute mark. Perhaps they look to make a play here, but nope. Sunwave does get used, does jump away into the Aqua Prison. Lands it now in a little bit of trouble. Lands it does get used on Mikael Crucible. Very well done here. Green team now in a world of hurt, but he's only the support. Going back to the mid here, Archie's gonna go down. Westo out of mana. Junie dashing away as fast as he can. The cleanse did get used from Mr. Albis, and just like that, we have the even trade of 2 for 2.
Again.
But Junie might go down to this. Junie will be disrupted away. Mr. Albis now on the hunt for him. Rakwe will come out. Will he be able to kill him? Nope, he will barely survive it. Will go back in the end, but AHQ will be able to get the middle tower for this. So in the end of that trade, not only did they get Baron, they also did secure the second middle tower, which is a little bit happier for them.
Yes, and with the Baron buff especially, HQ can apply so much free pressure. We will see they pick up the tower, Baron, and now they're moving to the dragon. So 3 objectives taken in this short spell of time immediately. Just like this 2.5 minutes, they've taken 3 objectives. They did win a team fight because they were more healthy, they came up better in it, and they were able to secure the tower. So far, both teams though doing amazing plays, I would have to say, but both working very well for both of them. So here we will see though, the item being picked up and built for the start of Archie. He might be picking up another Phantom Dancer. He has another Zeal right there. I thought he would go for a Banshee's View or even a Guardian's Angel based on how people are diving him, and he's getting burst down quite easy if he gets caught out of position, especially if Carter's. Westlaw just choose to flash and exhaust him, and everyone will be able to catch up onto him so easily. And in that fight, the Mercurius Crucible was used on Weak Sauter on himself because he got hit up by the Aqua Prison, but make sure he got out safe.
I mean, he was healed up pretty much.
Yes,
I mean, a quarter of his HP got healed up right there. I mean, that's really well. He does have a Void Staff as well to pick up on it. Oh, look at that, flashing away. Nix was a dart flash down away, but the kill will still go off on this. We did see Tsunami being used, but nobody else being caught out here. And, well, there was a lot of expended just to bring on Nick's water, but thank God he did go down finally in the end, which meant that it was all worth it. Nick's water will be down for the next 30 seconds. It looks like they will be wanting to push up the inhibitor turret in the mid lane, and yeah, Saigon Jokers is gonna let them do that. Vayne, in fact, now backing away from the bottom lane. She was pushing it because they realized that they need to buy time. They need to save the next push coming in, and they're gonna back away with this AHQ. Nice job there, securing the kill onto Nick's water and getting, very nice objective, the inhibitor turret.
Yes. The one kill was just enough because for SAJ HQ they had the Baron buff as well. With that they were able to scare everyone away, and we could see the initiation and those team fights were actually won because Nick's water could lock someone down while everyone else was chasing Vayne, trying to use the CC onto her. So it's actually quite interesting to watch though, in my opinion. In those team fights you see Malza just casting his ultimate, holding onto someone while Vayne is being chased by both Lancia and Price, just tumbling around. Udi is there with the best and trying to stun as much as possible.
Stun and absorb as much as possible. Look at this, how ballsy they are actually going to get it. The wall of pain does come down. This might will happen. I'm sorry, Archie does pick it up in the end. Now, 4 onto 3. They still are going to go onto this. 5 on 3 at the moment, and then we have the return coming here. Price actually does get stunned away, but QTV is brought very low. Junie, in fact, now on a lot of trouble as well. AHQ, QTV is actually going to go down to this as well, and Wessel will pick up 4 kills already to them. Nick's Water is the only one left. The Resonating Strike does connect, and Nick's Water will go down to this. It is an ace,
and this might actually be the game because
this could be the game here. 20 seconds for 2 turrets.
They could pick down 2 turrets, might not be able to pick down the Nexus.
They might not be able to bring down the Nexus just yet, but they should be able to secure the top turret as well, which would be another very good pickup for them. Saigon Joker started off very strong, but I mean, in terms of their coordination in team fight, it was just really scattered, and I think that's what did not work out for them. So with that, we have the 2 of the Nexus turrets, both of them going down. We do see that Westlaw is still pushing up top with Carters, and he's going to be joined by the next 4 members as well.
Look at this, how
wow, this is going to be very easy pickup of towers and objectives for the South HQ. Instantly, just after a few fights, they just build up their goal lead. It's going to be an 8k goal lead now. They're actually going to return back to base to buy. Why not?
I mean, why not? They are going to wait out just for Baron. Baron's going to come back in a couple of minutes time, and that's going to be the next point of contention here because If Psycho Jokers can steal Baron away and get a couple of kills on top of it, they could very well bounce back into this game. It's currently at 7k difference around. Oh, sorry, it's about 8k difference now at the moment. It's not the final nail in the coffin just yet, but it is pretty much having both your legs in your barrel too at the moment.
Yes, and on the side of HQ, we see after we went back, the item built up.
But they should be able to
Renekton, he originally just had a Brutalizer and Omen, also building up into the Spirit Research as well, but now he has a Black Cleaver and he has brought up the extra 42 as well. It's going to be so tanky and it's going to be able to stop Vayne in his tracks. So one thing a lot of people don't do is that when they play against Vayne, they always don't buy Omens first. They go for the Starfire's Cape, they go for the Warmox to be tanky for the T-Part. In front of Vayne, that's like free food.
I mean, that's pointless for her actually. Well, the Random's Omen does help out a bit, but other than that, it's nothing much. That is that effective. In terms of itemization, we see AHQ taking a little bit of leap and bound here already. What's quite interesting here is that Nick's water skill continues to surprise me and leave me in shock and awe. I have really no idea how legit this build is.
Wow, it was working out quite well for him. I would say in the team fights, like every time he came out on base, Ultima was almost up and ready. I believe that was the main reason he picked that. For the start of Saigon Jokers, they really just wanted to kill someone, pick someone off with the Sub Destiny as well as Ultima. And here we will see though.
Right, it's actually taking a lot of damage here, but Archie as well, now under fire by Westlaw. Will he be able to survive it? He does. The Leeway actually does not take him down. But with this in mind, the Raccoon will come down, brought so very low on the other end. The Nexus will go down to this. They aren't able to destroy enough. Quadra kill ends up with a pentakill up, and no, it does not end up as a pentakill. The Nexus does get destroyed. My, what a game.
Yes, definitely. This wow, that's an interesting game throughout, I have to say. From the great beginning to the mid and to the end, everything has been fabulous, I have to say.
Beginning in the early game, we saw Saigon Jokers do a really amazing job, controlling up to the top. Twisted Fate was allowed to snowball a little bit because of his first skill. He did help out mid lane, but as we saw the mid game, become more apparent, Lee Sin took on a very strong stance, and Udyr started to fall off. When that started to happen, AHQ here managed to get the more important objectives, which were the towers, which gave them all the much ground that they needed, even though Udyr was backing away and did the ward, pretty much throughout it. But before the 10-minute mark, he was doing well there. A lot of damage here, but Archie as well, now under fire by Westlaw. Will he be able to survive it? He does. The Leeway actually does not take him down. But with this in mind, the Raccoon will come down, brought so very low on the other end. The Nexus will go down to this. They aren't able to destroy enough. It was pretty even. Yep. It does not end up as a pentakill. The Nexus does get destroyed. My, what a game.
Yes, definitely. This wow, that's an interesting game throughout, I have to say. From the great beginning to the mid and to the end, everything has been fabulous, I have to say.
Beginning in the early game, we saw Saigon Jokers do a really amazing job, controlling up to the top. Twisted Fate was allowed to snowball a little bit because of his first skill. He did help out mid lane. I think they weren't exactly, fully committed to, their wonky build out there. So it's okay. And well, that's pretty much it for the first game. In the next game, we will objectives, which were the towers. We will have AHQ join. Sorry, in the next game, we will have the Taipei Assassins going out into Kuala Lumpur Hunters, and we're going to see from there what's going to happen. So stay tuned for the next few commercials, and we'll be right back. Also, yeah, we are going to take out some of the streams, fix it up to increase the quality. Some of you are experiencing a little bit of lag. We are aware of that. Hopefully, when we do return, it will all be fixed. It was pretty.
See you then.
Yep. Controlling up to the top. Twisted Fate was allowed to snowball a little bit because of his first skill. He did help out mid lane. I think they weren't exactly, fully committed to, their wonky build out there. So it's okay. And well, that's pretty much it for the first game. In the next game, we